Hello. welcome to the stream, I guess. Today's stream is a little bit unusual. The work stream. So basically, I just do work in the background while we chat, basically. And yeah, I don't think I've ever done this before. I've done drawing streams, but I wouldn't say it's like the same as a work stream. Because like, at least for a drawing stream, you can actually kind of see what I'm doing, but for this kind of stream, it's not really, you can't really see anything. You just see my pretty face. Well, yeah. So basically, what I'm gonna be doing in this stream is I'm just basically just gonna be doing work in the background, and if you want to like chat about anything, you can just put it in the chat. Because the kind of work that I'm doing is not really something that requires too much brain power, if you can call it that. It's more of just like stuff that I can do while like talking. Kind of like drawing, but not really. Also, my eyes are doing some weird stuff right now because my eyes are not the most awake today. So I kind of look like I'm high right now. Wait, just give me a minute. Let me see if I can fix myself for a second. What's going on here? Let's see, is this a little bit better? Maybe. I hope. Oh what the? Well, you didn't hear that. My desktop audio was off. Anyway, so basically I have a lot of like work that I have to do right now, because like a couple of these things are due like next week, so I'm gonna have to like crunch on time right now. I kind of have to crunch. Well, not really. I kind of do have the weekend to do it, but since I also want to do some kind of stream today, I decided, you know what? You know what would be good for me? Someone who doesn't really know how to socialize? A stream where I have to socialize. I don't know. Anyway, I'll just be here. So, yeah. Anyway, so how are you guys today? I've been doing fine. I mean, like last week was not too special. My family and I just came back this week, because so how do I explain this without doxing myself? So basically, I have relatives who are overseas. So every Chinese New Year, my family and I fly back to there. So it's to like visit and stuff. So first we visit like my dad's side of the family, and then we move on to my mom's side of the family. You know what, like a very annoying thing is though, is that my dad's side of the family is like in one part of this country, and then my mom's side of the family is on the other side. And the thing is that there's no and the thing is that okay, well, my explanation doesn't really apply in this case, but basically what I'm trying to say is that since my family, my different like sides of my family are like located in different parts of the country, we have to like take like multiple flights. Like first we go to one place, we have to like go like one state, then we have to go on the plane again to go to the other one, and then once that's done we have to you have to go back to that previous state, and then just like go to the plane and just like go back home. It's like that. It's a really annoying process, honestly, and it's honestly one of the reasons why I wish teleportation was a thing, but I don't know if we're ever gonna get that kind of technology. I don't think we're ever gonna get that. I wish, but I'll probably be dead before that even comes about anyway. But Chinese New Year was if I'm gonna be honest, it's nothing special really. It's just doing like what we usually do for every Chinese New Year. We just go visit family and then we come back. That's basically all we do. Basically just like a reunion, basically. It's just like we just have like a reunion dinner like at night and stuff like that. Anyway, so what I'm working on is so I actually study media. So one of the things I'm working on right now is like an assignment where I have to like incorporate like some 3D stuff into like some raw footage that I filmed myself. The reason why I decided not to show you guys what I'm working on is because the footage that I'm using to work is one that I filmed in my local area, and I am not about to go and dox myself. Because if I show you guys the video what I'm working on, you will see where I live, and that's not a good thing when you're a YouTuber or a streamer. Well, it's not a good thing if you're just like on the internet in general, honestly. So yeah. I'm at like a really annoying process right now because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to add a hole in the ground, and I had to model like the hole in like a 3D modeling software, and then I have to put it in here. The thing is that I have to mask out certain parts, And considering my video is like 15 seconds long, this is gonna be a lot of masking out stuff. And even right now, it doesn't look good. It's like the edges of the hole are kind of like jittering about. Honestly, there has to be like an easier way to do this, but I don't know. Because I wasn't really taught on how to incorporate a hole into the ground. So I had to use like some YouTube videos, and even that wasn't the most helpful. So I just had to go off of what I learned. And on top of like incorporating a 3D element into this like footage, I also have to add in like some 2D stuff as well. I have to like animate. I have to do a little bit of 2D animation, which I do actually have some experience in, so I don't think it should be too hard. Anyway, since this is not exactly an animation like class, the animation doesn't have to be like super complex. It could honestly just be like 3 frames and that could be it. It could just be like 3 frames on loop and that could be it. But right now I'm working on just like the 3D aspect right now, because I feel like that's the hardest part. At least in my opinion. I don't know if you guys have worked on any of these like 3D things before, but it's a lot of work. I feel like any 3D like artist could agree on that. Oh yeah, I just realized I forgot to do something. To spice up the visual for today's stream, since you can't see what's on my screen, I may as well just put something so that for you to see on your screen anyway. So to show that I'm working, there you go. There's a desk, and there's a laptop that I lazily made in Paint Tool Sai because I could not find any copyright-free material. I couldn't find like any copyright-free image of a desk and a laptop that I was satisfied with, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna draw it myself, even if it looks terrible. I don't care. So yeah, there you go. Okay, that looks bad. Man, if only there was like if only there was actually like an easier way to like put something on the ground. I'd do some 3D tracking for this scene. Honestly though, I can't wait for my gonna be honest, I can't wait for this semester to be over because there's a couple of there's a couple of friends that I actually haven't hung out with like since October of like last year. And honestly, I really want to hang out with them again because it's been like forever since I saw them. And the thing is that we don't even like chat that often, not even like online. So I don't, and that's usually because they're also busy with their own stuff, so we don't really get a lot of chances to chat a lot of the time. So it's like, I wonder if they even still like remember me. I think they do, because they still see like the stuff I put on Instagram. So they definitely still do remember me. It's just that I haven't really had a chance to hang out with them yet because school has been like pretty like rough. I've been pretty busy lately. And the thing I'm working on is not the only thing I need to work on. The thing I'm working on currently is like one of like a couple of other things I need to work on. So, yay. I think this semester is gonna end I think I still have like 4 weeks left until the end of this semester, which is so fun. Like almost a month. I have like 2 weeks. I have like 2 weeks left for my for the main semester, and then I have like 2 more weeks, which is like project week, where we have to create a project in like 2 weeks. It's kind of like a way to like showcase like the skills that you've learned during the semester. Yeah, it's basically how it works where I study. So yeah. Time for a test run. The hole still looks a bit goofy. Look at this goofy hole. Oh yeah, I forgot you can't see anything. Oh god, please do not crash. I sort of got like masking out like objects has got to be like the most like annoying thing to do for like a media project, because you have like so many frames and you have to like animate the mask to like mask out the thing, and it gets annoying sometimes because you don't want to go and do it for every single frame, but in some cases at certain parts of the video you kind of have to do that because like the mask honestly would not know where to go otherwise. It just starts doing its own thing. It starts becoming like Venom from this. I don't know why I made that comparison. Like the worst comparison ever. Like Venom. Oh yeah, I just remembered now that I just remembered that there's a couple of like times when I said there would be a future stream for something, and I still haven't done a stream for that yet. For example, the Minecraft stream that I did like 2 months ago, I think. I don't think it was 2 months. I think it was just like a month ago. I did it in December, I believe. Yeah, the Minecraft stream, I said that was gonna be a follow-up. But honestly, I haven't played Minecraft for like a month already. Which I should probably get back to doing that because I did promise you guys that I was gonna do a future stream for Minecraft because because I did say I was gonna build something. It's just that when I started the stream that day I didn't have the materials, so I was like, you know what, this is just gonna be a material collecting stream, and we will just like do the actual building in a future stream. And I don't even know if I even have all the materials yet. And there's also the the witness stream that I didn't actually finish the witness game because I believe the witness is like a very long game, And the problem with The Witness is that there's a lot of puzzles there that I have no idea how they work. And I look around the environment and it's like it's not giving me any clues, so it's like, what do you actually expect me to do? Honestly, I don't even know if I even want to continue The Witness because if I'm gonna be honest, I don't exactly enjoy The Witness a lot. It gets pretty monotone after a while. You can disagree with me all you want, but that's basically how I feel about The Witness right now. It gets a little monotone after a while when like nothing is there, and then like all you do there is just walk around and solve puzzles. But I guess a lot of games are also like that. But I don't know. Probably I don't know if I said I was going to do a future stream for The Witness, but if I did, then I'm just gonna say that I changed my mind now. I don't exactly want to. If you wanna go like see how The Witness like is completed, you can like go and watch like some like other Let's Plays. You could go and watch like some other people who are like way smarter than me. And speaking of like watching stuff on YouTube, I found that I barely have anyone to like watch these days, or at least I barely have I barely have anything that I barely find anything on YouTube that actually interests me to watch. I've been watching like some VTuber VODs, like I've been watching a lot of like Niji Sanji EN people. Like just before this stream I was watching Fulgur's Last of Us stream. Sometimes I sometimes watch like just like clips all day. Sometimes I watch like the videos where like people are like narrating something. You know what? One of the things that I really like to watch on YouTube is basically like I really like watching those videos where it's like almost like it's like an hour and a half long, and it has like someone it has like someone like narrating something while how do I explain this? It's like, oh yeah, the word is commentary. Silly me. Okay, yeah. The word, like, I really like watching like a lot of commentary stuff because I feel like commentary is like one of those like videos that you can kind of just like you can enjoy without having to actually look at the video itself, which means I don't actually have to stare at the which means I don't have to stare at the screen too long. So you could just like treat it like a podcast, I guess. Which I guess you could just ask like why not just listen to a podcast? But I don't know. I guess because I haven't really came across many podcasts I'm interested in. I guess it's just like a case of me trying to like look for things that I'm interested in and just have to come across one. I also really there's also like there's also okay, I'm losing my voice here, but I think I really one of the things I really like watching on YouTube is I really like watching the like iceberg explain videos. Those are like videos that I really like to watch because like it's I don't know, it's so interesting to like listen to someone talk about like different various topics and stuff like that. There's this channel that I subscribe to. His name is Parallel Pipes, and he uploads like pretty rarely, but when he does, it's a banger. I think his latest video is like him explaining the oh shoot, I made a mistake there. I believe his most recent video is he was explaining an iceberg that was talking about strange weapons, and I thought that was pretty interesting. And then some of my favorites from him are like the rabbit hole iceberg, which he has done like 2 parts of. That was pretty cool. So yeah, like those kinds of videos where like it's like most of it is just like someone talking about like a certain topic, and that's like something that you can just like listen to and just like do your work. Kind of like it's kind of like a podcast, but it's not really about like it's not really like it's not discussion, but more so it's just like explaining some topics and stuff. So yeah. Honestly, I don't even know who my favorite like YouTubers are at this point. I feel like there's only like a couple of YouTubers that I can confidently say are my favorite. If I just look at the people I'm subscribed to right now, if I were to say like who my favorite YouTubers are, I would have to say so I would have to say like maybe Mr. Beast, Parallel Pipes, not really a lot, honestly. There's this YouTuber named Matt Rose, and he is like the funniest guy I've ever watched. So like he's like one of the funniest people I've ever watched on YouTube. His channel is basically like just finding some like strange. His channel is basically based on like finding like things on Twitter or like things on Reddit or just like some funny stuff on like, social media, and he just like reads it out. And what makes it so funny is that he likes that he reads everything out with like this very dramatic, like he like puts a lot of emotion into his reading, and it makes it really funny to listen to. The only downside is that most of his videos are pretty short. Like most of his videos are like 2 to 3 minutes long at most. I think the shortest video I've seen from him was like 1 minute and 20 seconds or something. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's like really funny to like listen to him like read out strange things. I hope the music isn't like doubling. I turned off the desktop audio because I noticed that whenever I have that on and also have the background music on, I noticed that it tends to like double the audio, and then you get this like weird echoey effect to it. And I also turned off the desktop audio just in case I accidentally play something on stream. And I'm not gonna like risk getting like a copyright strike just in case I accidentally play like copyrighted music or something. Oh man, I'm about to just like call it at this point. Honestly, I don't even know how noticeable these differences are, but the masking is definitely a bit weird. I wonder if adding a hole was a bit too ambitious of a. I wonder if adding a hole in the ground was a bit too ambitious of a thing for me to do, because I'm still a beginner when it comes to like compositing and like video editing and stuff like that, so I don't know if... I wonder if me trying to do something like this was a bit too much. Who knows. Anyway, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and just leave it at that. Now, another thing we had to do was that we needed to like do a little bit of 2D animation for this, but I think I'll deal with that on the weekends. Because I don't really know how people deal with stuff like this, but so the way my setup is right now is that I have my computer in front of me, and then I have some space left over in front of me. Like between me and my computer is a little bit on my desk, and then I have my microphone just like positioned just like in front of me, just like in this space here, and that allows me to get like as clear audio as possible. Because okay, let me just show you. So if I move my microphone here, you'll notice that my voice is significantly like significantly more quiet because it's further away from me. Well, I guess this. Well, I'm pretty sure most of you should understand by it. Well, yeah, but yeah. But and that's why I prefer my microphone to just be like right in front of me. But the thing about it is that this setup makes the positioning of my drawing tablet a little bit complicated because since my microphone, because I can't have my microphone and my tablet be in the same location. It's not a video game where I can just like merge things together. I wish that was a thing, but but it's not. So whenever my drawing tablet is in front of me, I have to put my microphone like to the side, and that tends to affect the way the audio sounds. And I'm not really sure how other VTubers do it. Maybe they have like a microphone that they strap on their head. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of microphone. Maybe I should invest in one, but yeah, for now I just have this blue snowball microphone that I currently use. You know, I just had this like random thought, like to break the fourth wall for a second. You know, like how VTuber. So I think most people realize it by now, but you know how like VTuber. So the term VTuber is like it's a portmanteau of the term virtual and YouTuber. So you get VTuber. It's kind of strange. It's kind of strange when you say VTuber when they're on Twitch. Like, it's strange to call a VTuber when they're on Twitch, because like the tuber part is taken from YouTube. So when you call, so like it's kind of strange for a VTuber to call someone a VTuber when they stream on Twitch. But I guess the term VTuber is probably called that because I think I believe Kizuna Ai coined the term VTuber, and she did streams on YouTube, and that's probably why it's called VTuber, because the person who came up with the term in the first place did streams on YouTube. So I guess that's probably why it's called VTuber and not like V-streamer or something. Which honestly, V-streamer sounds like a really weird term to use. But yeah. Okay. Let's see what else I can do. That's such a weird thing to say. I'm literally doing work. Oh yeah, speaking of continuation streams, I don't think I'll be continuing The Witness because honestly, I barely have the motivation for that game anymore. Yeah, I don't think I feel like continuing The Witness. So you know, like I haven't finished the game Children of Silent Town, right? So I haven't finished that game yet. So next week I'm gonna be streaming that game again on Wednesday, so we can finish the game. Hopefully, I can finish the game by next stream, because I don't know. I read some reviews on Steam, and some people said that they finished it in like 4 hours. Some people said like 3 hours. Someone said like they finished it in like 7 hours. So I don't know. I guess it really depends on how fast your brain works, because the game requires you to like look out for certain things and stuff like that. It feels it's basically how like every point and click adventure game works. Like you kind of have to like scan your eyes across the screen and see if there's anything that's like remotely out of place, and you just like click it. And yeah, that's basically how most of those games work. Not saying it's a bad thing, it's just that that's just kind of the observation I made. And if you want to know like my thoughts on Children of Silent Town, honestly, Children of Silent Town is a pretty good game. Like, it's pretty fun. The art style is pretty cool. I like the very like painterly look the art style has. And I just really like the kinds of things where you like walk around. I think what I really like about this like game is that it's like kind of like a top-down. It's kind of like Pokemon, but less 8-bit and more painted There's games that I don't know if I talked about this before. I believe I did, but there's games like Sally Face and Fran Bow. There's those games, but those games are like 2D scrollers, which they have their like benefits. It's just that I just like seeing. It's just like cool to see another game that doesn't do this like 2D scroller thing. Also, I think I talked about this before, but I did say I was wondering if I should play Sally Face on stream. The thing is that I've already seen like a couple Let's Plays of Sally Face, so I'm not really sure if there's a point in playing Sally Face when I already know what the story is and how it goes. I guess I could just play it anyway, just simply so I can just like experience it firsthand. Because I feel like watching someone play a game and playing a game yourself is definitely like an entirely different experience. Because like you're not gonna have the same exact thought process as the person you're watching play the game, so the way you play the game is gonna be like different from like, let's say, Jacksepticeye, for example. So yeah, maybe I could still play it. The problem I have is that Sally Face has some pretty dark topics in it that I don't know if I want to show on my channel, or if I even can show on my channel. Because the Let's Plays I've seen are from like 2016, and I don't know if the same rules back then still apply now. It probably doesn't, because I'm pretty sure YouTube has updated some of their rules. But I don't know, the fact that those videos are still up probably means it's okay, but I don't know, it's really iffy. I'm not exactly sure on what YouTube... I guess I could always just read the rules, but yeah, I guess it's just another issue I have to deal with off stream. Oh yeah, I'm curious. I don't know if you guys do this, but do you guys ever like keep like a journal? Because because I do. At least so one of the things I do like in my life is that I do like have a journal that I sometimes write like some like random stuff in. Okay, so I have this like I have this like Word document on my computer that is just called random thoughts, and it's basically just like whatever I just write whatever like weird stuff comes to my mind, or if there's just like a thought that's like bothering me, I just go to my computer and just like type it all out. And yeah, and then sometimes I just like go into it and just like read all the things that I write. I don't know, sometimes it's fun to just read your own thoughts sometimes. I don't know what it is, but yeah. Honestly, some of these random thoughts could probably be some like cool topic. Honestly, some of these random thoughts that I put in would probably be like some pretty interesting things to talk about on stream, actually. I don't know, this just came to my mind because like I was thinking of like what stuff I could like discuss on stream. And then I remembered the random thoughts journal that I have, and then I was like, maybe I could like discuss something. Like, let me see. Let's see. So, I think so. My most recent random thought I have is something that it's like I was talking. It just like came to me because I had this realization because so what I was writing here was that so there's this like weird phenomenon that happens. Like sometimes there will be this song that I listen to, and it reminds me of this thing, but the thing that it reminds me of has almost nothing to do with that song. And the reason why I think it's strange is because like there's like these like huge gaps in the relatability between the two. I'm not saying like I'm not saying it as in like how do I even word this in a way that you can understand? But basically what I'm trying to say is that okay, let me just give you an example. So basically there was this song that this occurred like way back in like I believe this happened like in 2020 or something, but there's this song that I was listening to it's like an EDM song. It's called The Freedom by Cronch, if that's his name, right? Yeah, so I was listening to this song called Cronch. Oh wait, no, I said that wrong. Cronch's the producer. Sorry. I was listening to this song called The Freedom and it's by this producer called Cronch. It's like a color bassy kind of thing. It's like dubstep like colorful bass kind of thing. And for some strange reason, this song reminds me of Mob Psycho 100. I don't know why. I guess it's because I discovered this song. As I was like watching Mob Psycho 100. And then like my brain just decided to just connect the two. So now every time I listen to this song, I get reminded Oshigeyo Kageyama. Which is really strange because it's like the two things have almost nothing to do with each other. The only connection they have is that I discovered it while I was watching the show. And the reason why I find this strange is that this usually doesn't happen. Like, my brain doesn't usually form connections simply because like the two actions like happen to like occur like right next to each other. Like I've discovered like multiple songs while watching shows or YouTube videos, and yet those songs don't remind me of the thing I was currently watching at that moment. But every now and then we have this strange phenomenon that happens to where there will be a song that reminds me of a show or video or whatever that makes absolutely like that makes absolutely no sense. It's probably like some kind of psychological explanation for this, but I'm too lazy to go and look it up. But yeah, that was one of the random thoughts that I wrote in my journal. I remember when I was in primary school, my dad like wanted me to write a journal because he wanted me to write a journal because he wanted me to like improve on my writing skills, and I was like super against the idea because I saw it as work. Because like whenever someone tells you to do something, it's always gonna be viewed as work. That's why whenever like your mom tells you to clean your room, it's always like, no, I don't want to do it. But then when you yourself think about cleaning your own room, you're like, I want to do that. So yeah, when someone tells you to do something, it becomes a very like unpleasant thing. But when it's you yourself telling you want to do something, then it becomes fun. So I guess that's why like back then when my dad told me to write like journals and stuff, I didn't want to do it. But then when I came to like now now I just like write whatever. Then again though, the intentions are completely different. Like I write a journal because I'm bored and I just want to put my thoughts somewhere. Whereas my dad, he wanted me to like improve my writing or something like that. I don't really remember. It's been like so many years since that happened, so I'm not too sure. And let's be real, if you're writing a personal journal, who is going to write in like proper English? Seriously. Like, it's a personal journal, who the heck wants to write in proper English? Like, save that for the essays and stuff for your exams. My eyes twitching. I wonder what other games I should play. Honestly, there's not really. I'm still trying to think of like things I want to do on stream. I definitely want to do like more drawing streams because I want to put like some of my talent on there. The problem I have with drawing streams currently is that I struggle to like find out what I want to talk about like on stream. You'll notice that a lot of my drawing streams I'm like most of the stream I'm like incredibly silent. And and only from time to time do I actually like start talking about certain topics, and even then like it's like pretty brief. Like the thing lasts for like less than like a minute, so there's not really much content, and I kind of want to improve on that part of myself before I do more of those kinds of like drawing streams, because I'm pretty sure most of you don't watch my drawing streams, because honestly, I'm not even entertained by my own drawing stream, so I doubt you guys are either. Like, even now, I don't even know if you guys are entertained right now. I'm trying hard, okay? That's why I'm like, I'm trying to like think of it. That's why I'm always talking about like, that's why I find that whenever I'm playing a game, it's a lot easier to talk about things, because when you're playing a game, there's always something happening on screen, and that makes it like, a lot easier to like do commentary, because when you're there by yourself, if you're the entertainer. Well, I guess you're the entertainer all the time, even when you're playing a game. It's just that I think that it's easier to entertain people when you're playing a game, because it's easier to find like things to talk about, because the stuff is literally happening like right in front of you. Like, it's on the game, so yeah. It's a massive lag. Oh yeah, oh my god. I just remember I was literally talking about like games I was like thinking of playing. Oh, I feel sneeze coming on. Hang on. Thank you. Man, I spit a lot when I sneeze. That's why I always need like a handkerchief or something, or like tissues at the very least, because for some reason I like whenever I sneeze, I expel like a huge amount of saliva. Even if I try to keep my mouth closed, I still spit a lot. Just spit here and spit there. I spit on my monitor. I spit on my mic. Like whenever I sneeze, most of the stuff comes out of my mouth. And I know it sounds gross, but it's a genuine problem that I don't know how to fix. The only thing I can do right now is just to put like a tissue over my mouth. And yeah, I guess that's the most you can get. Can't really like stop myself from expelling bodily fluids. The sun's shining in my eyes again. This is why I always keep the curtains closed. So I feel like so you guys might be wondering, why don't I play like Genshin Impact or something? Well, I haven't touched Genshin in like over a month. I haven't touched Genshin in like over 3 months now, I think. It might even be longer than that. I don't even remember like when I stopped. The only thing I know is that I definitely did stop before Sumeru came out. Yeah, I stopped playing Genshin like before Sumeru came out. I was like doing something at Inazuma or something, and then I just like stopped randomly. And I wonder if I should return back to it. The problem, I did try to return back to it like last month, but when I tried to update my game, it said I didn't have enough storage. Because I believe it needed like I believe Genshin needed like 130 GB of storage at least to like update, and I only had around like 120 something. And it's slowly been going down because like because the same computer that I use to stream is also the computer is the computer I use to stream is the same computer I use to do my schoolwork. So most of the stuff on my computer, most of the storage on my computer is being taken up by schoolwork. And honestly, I really want to get like a separate computer to stream. I do have a monitor. The problem, I do have another computer. It's just that one has only like 8 GB of RAM. So everything runs like super goddamn slow. So I can't stream like the best on it. And it's even slower now because like the storage on that one is almost full. So it's like incredibly slow. I know people say like, oh, it doesn't matter, but when you're like playing a game and you're getting like 10 FPS, it's basically unwatchable. I don't know how anyone watches that. So I just don't think it's really worth trying to stream on that computer. So I guess the most I'm gonna do right now is just to try and preserve as much storage as I can. I'm always trying to like, that's why I'm always like trying to free up as much storage as possible. I'm always deleting things that I don't need. Right now my other computer is being used as just like a second monitor. That's where my chat is. So I don't have to keep like alt tabbing just to read chat. Anyway, back to games. So I think my favorite kinds of games right now is like the story kind. It's like the very like story based kind of games, and also like the point and click kind of games, like the one I played very recently, the Children of Silent Hill. Children of Silent Hill. No, Children of Silent Town. Yeah, I really like good games like those, and I'm trying to look for more games that are similar to that. Omori is like Omori is like this like one of the ones that I am like really want to play, and I might do a stream on it like for like soon sometime. Well, I wouldn't say soon, but I definitely do plan on playing Omori because like I've seen Well, I haven't seen a lot of Let's Plays on Omori, and even the ones that I do click on, I barely stick around for like 5 minutes, but it definitely looks like one of those like point and click games. It's more so an RPG, but it also feels like one of those point and click games, so I think I think it's a good one for me to play. And I'm wondering if there's any other games that are like it. Honestly, I don't really know a lot of games that have this point and click style to it. I know a couple, and it's the ones that I've like debated on whether I should play on stream or not. Omori I definitely want to play, but there's also things like Sally Face, Friend Bow. So all the point and click adventure games I know is like Omori, Friend Bow, Sally Face, Children of Silent Town. I guess Doki Doki Literature Club to some extent, but I have played that game already, so I don't know if it's worth playing it on stream if I already know what's gonna happen. Usually when I when I plan on playing something on stream, I usually leave it as a surprise for myself. Because I want to record my genuine like reaction for the first time. I want to record my genuine first time reaction because I feel like that makes things a little bit more interesting. I wonder if there's like a... Oh man, if only Steam had like a... If only Steam had like a thing that like showed you what other games were like similar to it. I think... I don't know if there is actually. I haven't really looked around. Let me just go on Steam real quick and see if there's like a games like this section. I don't know if there is. There's also this game that a lot of streamers have been playing. It's called Choo Choo Charles. I'm wondering if I should play that, but I feel like since everyone else is also playing this game, I feel like maybe not. I don't know. Oh yeah, speaking of Sally Face, I heard from somewhere that the I heard from somewhere that the creator of Sally Face is actually working on a second game, which like hell yes, more Sally Face. I always love more Sally Face. Honestly, Sally Face is like one of my favorite like series, even though I've never played it myself. But when I watch like Let's Plays of it, it like looks like super interesting. Despite Sally Face being like a very dark game. Oh, I know another point and click game. Night in the Woods. The problem is I've also seen Let's Plays of Night in the Woods, so I don't know if I should still play it because I already know what happens. It seems that a lot of these like point and click adventure games, most of them are like indie games. I like how I was supposed to be like doing some work on stream, but now I'm just like scrolling through Steam games trying to find stuff that I can play for future streams. Because honestly, so I haven't actually played like many games, because like honestly I haven't played many games throughout my I haven't played through I'm losing the ability to talk. But I haven't played many games throughout my life. I've played like a couple of games. I remember like back in like the early 2000s, we played on this like very like old system. It was like, I don't know what it was called. It probably was like Windows something. I don't know what's the oldest. Let me just Google this for a second. What's the oldest Windows system? I definitely don't think I use Windows 1, but it probably was like Windows like 4 or something. I don't know. What was the what was the current state of what was the state of Windows in like the early 2000s? Oh hey, welcome. I didn't even notice you came. I didn't even notice someone came in. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, this is just like a Zatsu done. Just chatting. Chatting, having like casual talk. Anyway, what was Windows? What was the latest Windows in like the early 2000s? What Windows in 2000 2002 or something? Was it like wait, was it Windows XP or something? It might have been Windows XP actually. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I definitely remember using Windows XP. Yeah, that's a really old system. Quite powerful at the time. Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah, I'd say it was pretty revolutionary for like at the time. So I played on like this like I believe I played on like a Windows XP, and there was like a. And there was like this like I remember like my dad like installing this like game launcher, and this like launcher like contained like a bunch of like different games. And most of those games, I believe the ones I played were most of them were also like one of those like point and click kind of games. Alright, I just wanted to go like grab something. So there was I don't actually remember like what games I played there though. So I just remember that I just like played some like really old games on like a really old system. I remember playing this game called like I believe it was called like Gold Miner or something, where it's like how do I describe this in a way that you can kind of imagine in your head? So this game was basically like a digital version of like the claw machine games you see at arcades. So basically you have this miner that's like at the top of your screen, and then below him is like a bunch of like gold. Below him is like gold, and then there's also other things like rocks. There's also like some weird creatures or something. And then there's and then there's like treasure chests and stuff like that. And then the goal was basically you had to collect enough gold, or at least enough items to pass like a certain quota that you're given in the game. So basically at the start of every level, you're given a new goal that keeps increasing with the more you progress through the levels. and basically you just had to keep on collecting gold. You had to collect gold within a certain time limit, and the total amount that you collected needs to match or needs to be above the goal that the level has given you. So that was one of the games that I remember playing like back in the day when I was like super young. Like that was like a classic. And then I feel like then there's also like a bunch of other games that everyone and their mother has played. There's games like Temple Run, Angry Birds, Cut the Rope. What else? I believe I also played like the classic Pac-Man before. I feel like everyone has. Honestly, I would find it hard to believe if someone hasn't played Pac-Man. Temple Run was already in modern day. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah. Temple Run's not that old. It was like in like yeah. It's not that old, but there were definitely a lot of games that I played. Like okay, now that I think about it, I didn't play these in like the early 2000s. I played it in like maybe 2011 or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I played it in like 2011. Yeah, not early 2000s. I was using like the wrong wording there. Sorry, but I remember when I was very young. I remember I really like watching my dad play like video games. There was this like one game that he played that I thought was like really funny. I think it was called like what, Kung Fu Rider or something. Yeah, there was this PlayStation. There was like really old PlayStation game called Kung Fu Rider, and I remember like watching my dad play it, and I thought it was like the funniest shit I've ever. I thought it was like the funniest shit ever, because like in this game, like you basically play as this guy who like rides down the street with he rides in he basically you control this guy who like rides down the street on this office chair, and you basically just have to, I don't know if the goal was to destroy things or to avoid obstacles. I think you did get points for crashing into things. I don't know. It's really old, I don't remember. But I thought it was like the funniest thing, just because like I just like it when like basically I really like games when there's like no objective and then like you just kind of fuck around and do whatever you want kind of thing. It was kind of like one of those games. And every time I watch my dad play this game, I would just like laugh my ass off. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you could always just like Google it, I guess. Let me see, what other nostalgic games did I play? I played a lot of like point and click adventure games as a kid. I remember I was like super into like super into like hidden object games. So you have where like these games basically give you like a very messy looking scene, and you have to like find like a list of objects. So these games like actually like train your observation skills. So I think one of the most prominent ones I remember playing, one of the most like prominent like hidden object games I remember playing, it's a series called Puppet Show. This series was basically about like this series, which is called Puppet Show, is basically about like how do I describe this? I believe I actually wrote like a journal entry talking about my experiences with video games and stuff. And I think I talked about this in like a journal thing. Wait, let me see if I can find it. Because honestly, I don't even know how to describe this myself. Let me just find this. Okay, so so from what I can understand is that Puppet Show is basically like it's basically like a game where like puppets are like these like sentient beings that that they're basically like alive. They're like puppets that are alive basically. I believe the reason these puppets are alive is because of like some kind of curse or something. And then basically you're just like in most of these like most of the Puppet Show games, because like since like Puppet Show is like a series of games, it's like different games so from what I've like seen from like doing research and stuff, apparently there seems to be like one new Puppet Show game every year. And I believe their latest game is called Puppet Show Fatal Mistake, which I actually haven't played because I stopped playing the Puppet Show series after like 2017 rolled in. But back then it was like my jam. It was like the shit for me. So the first Puppet Show game was released in 2009, and let me see, what's their latest one? So their latest game Fatal Mistake was released in 2020, and it's 2023 now, and we haven't gotten another Puppet Show game, which I don't know if they've ended the series or if it's just that they don't have any new ideas at the moment. I'm not exactly sure. I have had thoughts of like playing this on stream, but I don't know how entertaining it would be for for people to watch someone find items on a screen. I don't know how entertaining that would be. But I don't know. Honestly, the reason why I wanted to play these games again was because I just wanted to experience some nostalgia, not really because I wanted to play them on stream. To add on to this, like the Puppet Show franchise has this overarching story to it. It had the lore for Puppet Show is like really like what's the word? Really what even is the word for it? It's like the story is like kind of like very like detailed. I don't know what the word for it. I almost said like extravagant, but that's not the right word to use in this case. But basically the Puppet Show like series has like pretty very long lore. And I believe like throughout all the games that they've made so far, there's like 2 arcs. There's the Joyville arc, and then there's the other arc that I don't actually know, because when I played these games, I didn't play it because like there's a certain order that these games go. So you kind of have to play the games, like, if you really want to like know the story throughout these games, you kind of have to play them in a certain order. And I guess you can kind of like deduce like what the order is. You basically just have to go from like the oldest to the newest. So yeah, it's pretty easy. But back then I was like pretty young, so I didn't even know what lore was back then. So I just kind of played the games because I just wanted to like play a game. That's basically all it was to it back then. But I feel like now that I'm like much older, I feel like these games would be a lot more fun because I feel like I would like at least understand what's happening in them. Because I could probably understand the story a little bit more. So yeah. Also, the term Joyville is a pretty like specific thing that you need that you kind of have to play the game to know what it even is. It would probably be a little bit too long to talk about for the stream. So I guess you could probably check it out. But yeah, that's basically it for my rambling of like that series. Sorry, I'm not familiar with that puppet game unit. It's okay. You can always Google it. You can Google it. I'm not sure if you're into like point and click like adventure games, but if you are, then I would definitely recommend the Puppet Show franchise. It's pretty interesting. The lore is like pretty like cool. Yeah, the world building, I think is pretty cool. Some people might disagree, but I don't know. My standards are pretty low when it comes to like storytelling, which is it's complex because like I don't think like everyone has like from what I've observed, everyone has a movie that they hate. Everyone like has a story or movie or whatever that they hate. But I don't think I've ever felt like I hated any like kind of game or story or movie or whatever. Of course I had movies that I preferred more than others, but I don't think I've ever like felt like I despised the movie. I know there's a lot of movies that I know there's a lot of like I know there's a lot of infamous movies out there like Morbius, the Emoji Movie, the Lorax, Boss Baby, Minions, all those like movies that the majority of people hate. And even then, I can't bring myself to really hate any of these movies. I mean, I haven't seen Morbius, but I have seen everything else. I can't bring myself to hate these, but I can understand why people hate them. It's just that I just don't really have the capacity to hate on these kinds of things. And I'm not exactly sure why. I guess that's just kind of just me. Oh man, all this talking is making my throat dry. Take a large sip of water. Alright. Oh man, you know what? You know what I want to do on stream? I want to do like an animation stream, like a stream where I basically just like I I want to do like a stream where I basically just like you can watch me create an animation basically. So how do I say this? So basically I want to like do a stream where like you can just see me drawing frames of an animation, because like the reason why I want to do like more the reason why I want to do this like animation stream, it's not just because I mean I do like animation. I've done like some like 2D animation before, and it's pretty okay. I haven't like done a lot of 2D animation very recently though. I haven't actually done any animation for over like 2 years now, and I want to kind of get back into it, because it's like the whole reason I chose it's the whole reason I like chose my diploma. And I want to get back into my like animation. Also my sister was like urging me to like create like a very simple animation at least. So and she suggested like why don't you animate a ball turning into a cat, since you like cats. I mean I am a cat boy, so of course I like cats. So yeah, that could be like a cool project I could do like on stream. What do you like? RPG games? RPG games. I haven't played many. Honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played any RPG games. At least I don't have much memory playing RPG games. I do remember playing a Minecraft map. I do remember playing a like Minecraft adventure map that was based on an that was like very artsy god damn it. I remember playing a Minecraft adventure map that was like very RPG. I can't say the word RGP. What the heck is that? RPG. I remember playing a Minecraft adventure map that was RPG based, and I feel like that's the only RPG thing I've played in my life. Yeah, I don't think I've played like, any RPG games. I know a couple of RPG games, but I never played them. I believe Stardew Valley is an RPG game. I think Maple Story is also one. Oh, I know. Oh wait, no. I know. I played Genshin Impact. I believe that's an RPG, right? Genshin is like a kind of RPG. It's an MMORPG. So, yeah, that's an RPG. Yeah. So yeah, I played Genshin. I guess yeah, RPGs are pretty cool. It's just that I don't really know a lot of RPG games. I mean, I know Maple Story, Stardew Valley, Genshin. There's also Omori, which I talked about like just like a couple of like minutes ago, like a half an hour ago maybe. I talked about that I wanted to play Omori on stream, but I don't think I'll be playing it like very soon. I'll probably play it like maybe when I get my break, because I am still currently like halfway through my semester right now, and I think I could play Omori like once my break runs around, because that's when most of my free time is. So yeah, you have a degree in animation. Well, I wouldn't say I have one right now. I am still currently studying it, but yes, I have a diploma in that. Yeah. Initially I wanted to study 2D animation, but after I realized like how much pressure gets put on 2D animation students, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do 3D animation. And I know 3D animation is not any easier than 2D animation. In fact, I think some people say it's harder than 2D animation, but from what I'm from the things I'm like studying right now, it's pretty manageable for me. Whereas with 2D animation, I feel like I still struggle a bit when it comes to time crunches. So yeah. So that's why I'm like basically studying 3D animation right now, but I definitely do want to like do a little bit more 2D animation. Because the thing I'm concerned about for my 2D animation right now is my speed. Because as an artist, I would say I'm quite slow still. I'm not exactly very speedy. I know like some people can like sketch stuff like under like 5 minutes, which is just crazy to me. Like I don't know how people do that. Like how you do that, man. Like whenever I sketch, I have this really bad habit of making things more detailed than they have to be. And I don't exactly know how I get rid of that habit of mine. It's just something that happens. Maybe if I sketched more, it would go away over time, but yeah, it's currently an issue right now. Like every time I want to make a drawing and then I have to sketch something, the sketch that I do usually takes like 2 days at 2 days at most. It takes like 2 days at most, and like maybe like if I really try, then I guess I could complete like a sketch in like a day. But it also depends on like the complexity of the drawing. Like some drawings are just like me. Some drawings are just like me in another outfit. Like if you follow my Twitter, if you follow me on Twitter, you would have seen like the drawing I did of myself in like an alternate outfit. Like that one I managed to complete the sketch like within 3 hours. And then the rest of it I completed within a day. Because like the drawing was like relatively simple. But if you wanted me to draw someone like Raiden Shogun from Genshin Impact, that would probably take me like 4 days to draw. So yeah, I'm not the most like speedy artist in the world, which yeah, I guess is not really a bad thing, because like art isn't really something you should rush anyway, so I guess maybe it's a good thing that I'm not trying to rush stuff. Because you know that saying, because you know the saying like, oh you can't rush art. You know the guy from you know the toy maker from Toy Story 1. He's like, you can't rush art. And it's true, you can't, unless you want your art to look like absolute dog shit, that is. Or if you have like a talent of like drawing really fast. The only people who can draw really fast and still have it look good are the people who like the people who work at theme parks, where like they offer you to offer to draw you like a quick portrait. They will like ask you to sit in front of them, and then they will just like sketch you out really fast. And that has got to be like years of practice. I mean, I've been drawing for almost like 7 years now, and I'm still not close to being as good as them. They probably have. Then again, I don't really draw like every single day, and I don't draw every single day. And whenever I draw, it's usually because I want to make something like really nice. I'm not really someone who like sketches things randomly when they're bored. I'm more so just like, I want to draw when I have a good idea and I want to make it look nice, kind of thing. I have this I basically have this like perfectionist mindset, basically. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you've heard, but Niji Sanji EN like just recently like closed their auditions. So I was actually considering applying for Niji Sanji EN, but then I realized that I don't exactly have a decent portfolio to show them. I don't exactly have a decent portfolio to show them, so like the likelihood of me even getting in is like was like, let's be real, it's like 0. But but yeah, I was considering like applying, but I decided not to. I decided to just like, I said like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and work on my indie content first, and when and when I get like decent enough, maybe I can try again when they open it again. I don't know. Oof, my throat's getting... Ugh. I don't fancy big agency VTubers. Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of other people as well. There's definitely a lot of people who don't like corporate VTubers, which, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't really get why. I don't really get what's not to like. I know that people... I mean, I know that people have their preferences and stuff, but it's just that it's just that I'm not trying to say like you can't hate... I'm not saying you can't hate corporate VTubers. I'm just trying to understand like why. Because I personally like... I personally don't really care if a VTuber is corporate or indie. If they're entertaining to watch, then it's whatever, right? They're like stealing starts. Could you explain what that means? I'm not exactly sure what that means. Do you mean like a debut or something? Or do you mean like views? Or something? I'm not too sure. I get that being a corporate VTuber and being an indie are different. Like when you're a corporate VTuber, you have like a lot of limitations on what you can and cannot do on stream, because you are working for a company at the end of the day. So there's definitely gonna be some guidelines for what you can and cannot do, just some rules and stuff. And but the thing is that when you're a corporate VTuber, you tend to grow pretty fast. And you also have a lot of things like set up for you, which not a lot of indie VTubers actually get when they first start out. Like for example, when you're a corporate VTuber, you get a really good looking model. You get like a bunch of assets you can use. I believe someone said that when you get accepted to Niji Sanji, they also send you like a chair. I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's just something I've heard. So yeah, basically when you're a corporate VTuber, you get pretty fast growth, but you also have very limited limited wiggle space for what you can do. And also, being a corporate VTuber can be pretty stressful as well. I mean, that's not to say that being a YouTuber, that's not to say that being an indie or being a YouTuber in general is not stressful. But like I feel like when you work for a company, the company has like very specific like expectations of you, and if you don't meet those expectations, they could just like fire you. So yeah, it's definitely like a pretty. It's definitely like it definitely takes like a lot of work to be a corporate VTuber. So yeah, and yeah, that's kind of also another reason as to why I didn't end up auditioning, was because even if I did get accepted, because like when you're a corporate VTuber, normally you're required to stream at least 3 times a week. And most of the time, they don't want you to just do the bare minimum. They want you to do more than that. They usually want you to do like 4 to 5 streams a week. And looking at my current like schedule and amount of free time I have on me right now, I don't exactly have all that time to just stream like that. So that's why I didn't end up auditioning. So I just decided I'm just going to be an indie for a little bit. So so the great thing about being an indie VTuber is that you basically have more. So the most like obvious advantage of being an indie VTuber is that you have more freedom basically. So you can basically do more things than what corporate VTubers can. And also okay, what am I even trying to say? But being an indie means that you have to start from scratch. You're basically just like any other like YouTuber. So you start out with like nothing, and then you basically just like slowly build yourself up basically. You have to like build up your channel from the ground up. Also, a reason I have a friend in Japan that basically informs me about the behind the scenes stuff. Okay, that's interesting. Honestly, as someone who's not as someone who's not a corporate VTuber, I can't exactly know what goes on behind the scenes. It's probably pretty like what's the word for it? It's probably pretty secretive, because like well it's a company. That's the thing. It's called company secrets for a reason. But yeah, it's definitely like a pretty like stressful. I don't think anyone is wrong to say that because like when you're a corporate VTuber, you're basically like an idol. At least in Japan. Because like VTubers are kind of treated like idols in Japan. So when you have that kind of like expectation, it has like it gets like pretty like pressurizing. It can get pretty stressful. When you get intel about the shady stuff, that's a different story. Honestly, I'm not too well informed on. I'm not too well informed on like shady stuff, because honestly, I don't really keep up with I'm not really someone who keeps up with controversy and stuff like that, because honestly, I don't really like looking at stuff like that, because it tends to ruin my mood a little bit. So I don't really look at stuff like that. So I'm not really the most knowledgeable on like controversial things. So I don't know. I'm not trying to deny that companies don't engage in some shady stuff. I'm just saying that I don't really have enough sources to where I can like really speak about this stuff. So I'm just gonna leave it at that and just say anyway. Anyway, the bottom line is that I guess it just depends on like what your, I guess when it comes to like being a VTuber, I guess when it comes to like choosing between, when it comes to like choosing between being indie or corporate, it really depends on like what you're trying to achieve. So I feel like if you feel like you can handle like stuff behind like stuff that goes on behind like a business like Niji Sanji or Hololive, if you think you can handle that, and if you want to, and you want, if you want to like have fast growth, and if you're okay with like the limitations you're given, then by all means you can go ahead and like audition for Hololive or Niji Sanji. Just like do your best for like an audition, film a good 5-minute video, and just like sit back and see if they hire you or not. Though I feel like before you even this is just my personal opinion, but I feel like before you, and this is I guess this is based on like my own experience now, but I feel like before you consider becoming like a corporate, you should probably like try and be an indie for a bit. Because like these corporations are looking for people who have like at least some experience in streaming, and they're not just gonna hire someone who doesn't even know what OBS is. Oh, what? Oh, I thought my music cut out. So yeah, maybe like back then when maybe back then when they were still starting up, maybe they would hire you based on like what kind of talent you have. But I feel like nowadays, since they're like really big now, they're definitely gonna want more than just like your talent. They're probably gonna want to see like how well you can handle like, well, it's basically just like, it's not really that much different from like getting a normal job. There's always gonna be like you have to put in like a like you need like a cover letter, like a resume, and then you have like an interview later. I feel like my voice is going because I'm struggling to talk. Wait, what the heck? Okay, my music is still there. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. I was basically saying that I feel like before you decide on being a corporate VTuber, you should probably like try and become an indie for a little bit, just so you can kind of like familiarize yourself with how streaming works, like what kind of audience you're aiming for, like the kinds of like things you need to work on to be a better streamer, stuff like that. Like even now, I still don't know what even now I'm still not really sure who my audience is, because most of my streams so far have just been like gaming streams. Yeah, most of my streams so far have been gaming streams, which I do enjoy gaming on stream, but I also feel like I should probably do a little bit more drawing streams, because I definitely do want to like show that side of myself, because I feel like every other VTuber does gaming. We're going very early phase as well. Yeah, I'm still definitely growing. I'm still very, very small. In fact, saying that I'm small is like an understatement. I only have like, what, 3 subscribers? I'm still working on my content, because honestly, I'm still trying to figure out like who my audience is. Like, I would say my audience is like people who like to like draw and stuff, but I haven't done a lot of drawing streams, and I feel like the reason I haven't done a lot of drawing streams is because I'm not really used to talking while drawing. I'm used to talking while gaming, because even when I'm not streaming, I tend to talk to myself when I'm playing games. But when I'm drawing, I usually just put on a YouTube video and just put it in the background and just like draw. So I don't really have a lot of experience in talking. So that's probably something I should work on before I do more drawing streams. Well, I guess I could do more drawing streams. It's gonna be like a learning curve, I guess. Or at least maybe. It's not really something I can predict, but I don't know. Won't know until I do it. Which is why I'm thinking that maybe next week. So what I'm planning next week for my next 2 streams is that, for one, I want to finish the Children of Silent Town game that I was playing. And then on Friday I want to do like an animation stream. Just to like work on my commentary. Also, the reason why I'm not streaming on Twitch, because like I don't know if, but because like I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed by now, but most indie VTubers stream on Twitch. And the reason why I don't stream on Twitch is because I'm not really familiar with Twitch's culture. In fact, Twitch's culture kind of intimidates me a little bit. I'm a bit scared to get into it. Like I don't even know what subs are. Like what does gifting subs mean? Like I don't know. It might change sometime in the future, but maybe I should maybe make like one Twitch stream. Maybe I should stream on Twitch once, and maybe I should do like a Twitch stream like once and see how it goes. Because I don't think I've ever streamed on Twitch before. I have a Twitch account, but I don't think I've watched. I don't think I've even like watched anyone on Twitch, let alone like streamed myself. So I don't know. Oh my god, guys, you want some chip chip ASMR? Listen to this. Oh god, I just spazzed out there. I don't even know if you could hear that. Wait. Yep, you could definitely hear that. Well, I love that it's become an actual Zatsu Time. It's a great thing, honestly, because we actually get to talk a lot. Koiwa, are you from EU or America? Well, I prefer not to say where I'm actually. I prefer not to say, where I reside in the world. But I guess I could give you like a hint. I'm from neither. I'm from neither of those. I'm not gonna outright say where I am, but I guess you could do some detective work based on the way I talk and my accent. I don't know. I guess you could make some guesses, but I prefer not to say where I reside in the world. But I'll just say that I'm not from either of those places. Your animation as soon as he streams, got it. Yeah, that's basically it. I have this idea for like a drawing stream that I have like in my mind for a while, and I've had on my mind for a while now. So a lot of the music I listen to is EDM. A lot of the songs I listen to are like EDM songs, and it's all like dubstep and rhythm. Maybe a little bit of house, maybe a little bit of drum and bass here and there, but it's mostly a lot of dubstep rhythm. And I listen to like hundreds of different artists, and some of them I'm actually like a huge fan of. So I have this, and some of them I actually follow on on Twitter and Instagram. I have this idea that I could do for like a drawing stream, to where I kind of want to like draw these artists, but I want to like create like a character design for them, and I could use certain elements and aesthetics from their songs as like inspiration for like their character design. It's kind of hard to explain, but let me just like get an example. There's this music artist I listen to named Virtual Riot, and his at least pretty recently, well, I wouldn't say it's like quite recent. It's been a thing for at least 2 years now, but his whole theme with his music is that he's like a VR kind of thing. So perhaps I could like create some kind of character design that like involves like the VR concept. I think so. Yeah, it could be like a character design stream or something like that. Because I noticed that most of the stuff I draw is just mostly fan art without much originality. So I could probably like do like something like that for a stream, to like kind of like work on my character design. Because honestly, I don't really know much about character design, other than maybe a couple of basics. So that could be a cool opportunity, I guess. As you mentioned, your usual streams were games. What kind of games? It's hard to pinpoint like what kind of games I play. It seems to be like pretty like different throughout. Like so far I've streamed let me just take a look at my video section. I've done 2 drawing streams. I've done 3 actually. I've done 3 drawing streams. One of them was where I drew different VTubers from memory. I've played Minecraft, which is I've played Minecraft, I've played The Witness, which is a puzzle game. I played Fall Guys, Max and the Magic Marker, which is a pretty old game. Max and the Magic Marker was like a wave of nostalgia for me because like I remember playing that game back in like 2011. And then the most recent and like the newest game that I've been playing is Children of Silent Town, which is a point and click adventure kind of game. If you've seen that stream, you know what I mean. But yeah, so far there's not exactly like a common theme throughout the games that I play. I mostly just like play games that I find fun. But I feel like the games that I find myself gravitating towards are the games that, well, it kind of also depends on my mood. Like sometimes I want to play a game that has no rules, and you just, I wouldn't say no rules. Sometimes I just want to play a game that all you do is just do whatever you want and you just fuck around. Like Fall Guys, for example. Like in Fall Guys, all you do is just reach the goal, and yeah. But then other times I want to play a game that actually has like an overarching story to it, like Children of Silent Town. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish. I'm definitely gonna try and finish Children of Silent Town like in the next stream. I'll probably put the schedule up I'll probably put the schedule up on my Twitter by the end of the week. I already know what I'm gonna do next week anyway, so I'll probably put the schedule up on Twitter and Instagram. So yeah. I actually have like a Word document to where I basically like listed down like stuff I wanted to like play or do on stream. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me see. Oh, it's not in this file. So I have this like list of like games that I thought would be good games to play on stream. So there's well, I'm not gonna say all of them, but I'm not gonna say all the games because I feel like it might be like kind of like spoilers. But there's things like Plants vs Zombies, World of Goo, Choo Choo Charles. It seems that I also try and play like games that a lot of other people find nostalgic. Because honestly, some of those games that are actually like kind of fun to stream, like I feel like Plants vs Zombies could be a fun one to stream because like I don't know, it just feels like something that you could stream. There's also World of Goo, which is a very like old game. When did that come out again? World of Goo release date 2008. Oh my god, that is old. Well, it's not really old. It's still in the 2000s. It would only be old if it was from like the 90s or something. I was not. I'm not that old. Is old. Well, it feels old to me. I don't know why. I'm not even like that old, honestly. I'm not gonna say my exact age, but I don't know why, but 2008 feels old to me. Even though it's not even like 20 years yet. Wait, it hasn't been 20 years, has it? I don't know, I didn't really do that well in math. But yeah, I guess like 2000s is not exactly that old. If you like put things into like overall, it's not really that old now that I think about it. I only said it was old simply because I was pretty young at the time. Or maybe it's just because I felt really young at the time, because honestly at the time I did not have a clue as to what I was doing with my life. Well, I guess to be fair, nobody at such a young age actually knows what they're gonna do with their life. I mean, even now I'm still figuring out what I want to do with my life. But honestly, that's just something you kind of discover throughout. It's not really something you decide on, like it's not really something you decide on beforehand. It's more so something you kind of just like find as you go along. It's not the food that you pack before the trip. It's more so the food that you pick up from the vendor on the street along your street. I don't know if that was a good analogy or not, but yeah. Nice meeting you. I need to jump now. Okay. Have a good day, man. Goodbye. Thanks for coming to the stream. Thanks for chatting with me. Really appreciate it. It's nice to have someone who actually like it's nice to have like a viewer who actually like chats with me a lot. It's a nice breath of fresh air after having to talk to no one for a while. So yeah, thanks for coming to my stream. You are welcome to return. You are welcome to return to any future streams I have. Goodbye. Goodbye, have a good rest of your day. Alright. And honestly, I think on that front, I think that will be it for today's Zatsu Done. Because honestly, I've kind of like exhausted all the topics I want to talk about today. I spent most of this time chatting, and I've decided that, you know what, I'm just gonna I shall end today's stream here and focus on my work actually. So yeah, thanks for whoever has been watching. Thanks for coming to the stream. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And yeah, see you next week. Goodbye.